Historic York, one of the most iconic cities in the country, with its enchanting and world-renowned Minster and its quirky, narrow, cobbled streets. It really is one of the most quintessentially British cities.
York has the third fastest growing population in the UK, and yet it's naturally constrained by its own unique design. Due to the special heritage of this medieval city, strict planning rules have resulted in one of the lowest levels of new housing stock in the country. As a consequence, investors who buy here are earning more capital growth than anywhere in the UK, even London. And perhaps nowhere is this dynamic more pronounced than in the city's student accommodation market.
York is home to two institutions of higher education that are both very highly regarded. The University of York here and the even older York St John's University. Now, the University of York actually boasts one of the highest average scores for its teaching quality in the whole of the university sector in the UK.
More than 15,000 students, including nearly 3,500 international students, flock to this place every year. It's been named University of the Year by Times Higher Education on numerous occasions, and now has a reputation which is beginning to rival other great luminaries of education. This is an institution with an established global reputation for excellence then, and one only embellished further by having partnered with multiple prestigious other institutions around the world.
The city's second university, York St John, traces its origins back to 1841, where it began life as a training school run by the Diocese of York.
But it's really only in the last 10 years under its current name that the institution has truly come of age, offering a high-class education following an investment of over £100 million. York St John has 6,000 students from more than 60 countries, an international student base which has grown by 30% in recent years.
To York after hearing it's a prestigious uni, and after coming here on my interview day, I was just blown away by not just the campus, which was also very pretty, but the department and its facilities.
It had perfect facilities, great atmosphere, and a really nice student body, and I think it was just such a friendly atmosphere, along with actually having a great academic reputation.
The city is home to 21,000 students, but as demand for places increases, York's property shortage is creating a critically undersupplied accommodation market. You know, in 2013 it was well reported that hundreds of students at the University of York were forced off campus after the university accepted so many undergraduates it simply couldn't accommodate them all. In fact, there were just 1,200 dedicated bed spaces, which means 2/3 of students are forced to find somewhere else to live, and that typically means finding a house share somewhere in the city. If students in York were asked to stick a pin on their preferred location to live in the city, it would be here. At one end, on the west side of Lawrence Street, they have the picturesque city centre and St John's, and at the other end, the University Road, which leads to the University of York.
So for me, my ideal accommodation is student accommodation, something that is close to uni and close to city centre.
I'd like to kind of actually find in York is one that is safe and secure and near the city centre.
And then in second year I looked for places to live, but couldn't really find any that were up to the same standard of security and Wi-Fi and everything.
You know, it's hard not to be completely charmed by this city every time you visit. It's been a pleasure to show you around briefly today, and I hope now you can begin to appreciate why this place is not only a cultural and historical gem, but also a gleaming property investment opportunity.